I'm author Gwen Elise Clayton, and today is the 3-year anniversary of my cancer diagnosis. I decided to celebrate it by eating healthy and exercising. By the way, you might want to grab some Benadryl because there's an awful lot of camera shake in this video. Good morning, YouTube. Today is April 9th. It is the 3rd anniversary of my cancer diagnosis, and I wanted to walk you through my progress so far. And the reason I am shooting this at 8 a.m. in the morning is so that you can see I have bedhead. Check it out. Bedhead. Now, why is that significant? Because I had chemotherapy and I lost all my hair, and this is 2 years worth of growth, and I've had 3 haircuts since then. So I just wanted you to see what my bedhead looks like. For breakfast this morning, I am making some steel cut oats. They're Bob's Red Mill steel cut oats. And I am adding a little, I already cooked them in just water with a little bit of salt. And I'm going to be adding some Simply Truth Organic 100% grass-fed whole milk. I know, for me, I should be having skim milk, low-fat milk, 2% milk, but Eddie likes the whole milk, and I don't drink as much milk as he does, and I'm not buying 2 separate sets of milk. And then to our oatmeal, I'm going to add some pecans and a banana. I'm also making us some toast. I'm having this. It's the Brownberry Organic 22 grains and seeds bread toast. And I'm going to spread it with this Seven Sons grass-fed unsalted butter that we got from a local farm, local ranch in Roanoke. So looking forward to that. And I also have some kiwi fruit that has finally ripened. It was unripe when I bought it. It's ripe now. So I'm going to peel it and slice it. And then we're going to have our supplements, which I'll get to in a minute. And I always serve it with this Vita Coco pressed coconut water. That's our favorite. And it makes the supplements easier to swallow, and it tastes good. To drink, I'm going to make myself some toasted coconut tea. I'm going to heat up the water. We use this Brita filtration pitcher. It might not be as good as others, but it's good enough for us. And I like this toasted coconut from Bigelow. And then earlier this morning, we had our coffee, which I just started this 4 Sigmatic ground coffee with lion's mane mushroom. It's the dark roast, and it is for Think. Does that come into focus? There we go. So we had that. Eddie and I agreed that it isn't as good as our Pete's French roast that we love so much. I have that up here. This is what we normally drink for coffee, but Dr. Dray was mentioning this 4 Sigmatic mushroom coffee, so I thought I'd give it a try. It's okay. It smells like coffee. It tastes like coffee. It's definitely a dark roast, so we like that. It isn't as good as Pete's, as I mentioned earlier, but it is good enough, and we're going to try it and see if it really does help us with our thinking. So this is our breakfast. I have my oatmeal, my tea. I love this teacup. Oh, it's hot. And that's my friend Mary Aiden. She is a musician in Las Vegas, and a local artist there did her caricature and put it on a mug, and so I bought one. So that's the cup that I frequently use to have my tea in. It's either that cup or this cup that my daughter gave me for Christmas. That's a little cartoon of her and me. I have wine, and she has ice cream. So those are my 2 coffee mugs that I interchange with. Eddie's got to get going for work, so I didn't have time to peel and slice the kiwi fruit, but I'm going to do it for me. It's not for him. And then I kind of had trouble cutting the toast, which only I would do probably. But his is nice and pretty on the Martha Stewart plate. And these are the bowls that we made at, what's that? That Paint It Fun Spot in Jefferson Point, I mean. So his is supposed to replicate a Viking type bowl, and then mine is supposed to replicate Polish pottery. But anyhow, that's our breakfast for the day. These are the supplements and prescriptions that I take every day. These are for both Eddie and me. Now, when I first got diagnosed with cancer, which was a year ago today, April 9th, the first thing that the doctor told us, Eddie was with me, and the first thing the doctor told us was stay off Google. So what's the first thing Eddie does when he gets home? He goes on to Google, and he found Dr. Mercola. And so now we have $400 worth of nutritional supplements, which I'll be honest with you, I do see an improvement with these. I have gone without my supplements before, like whenever we've run out, or I start getting a little cocky and I think, oh, I don't need my supplements, it's just a gimmick. I'm gonna just let them run out and I'll be fine. And I do notice a difference when I don't take my supplements. And I am only on 3 prescriptions, so I'm going to go over everything with you now. In the morning, I take 1 meloxicam. This is an anti-inflammatory, and my doctor actually did not re-up this. He denied my request for a refill. So I have 2 left, 1 for tomorrow. I've already taken 1 for today, so I've got tomorrow and Sunday. Today's Friday. So I have tomorrow and Sunday, and then I'm off of this. This is an anti-inflammatory. It's mostly for my knees. I have my knees and my feet. And my back. I have a whole host of disabilities. I'm just a walking, I don't know how I'm even still alive. It's incredible. But anyhow, this is my anti-inflammatory. I also take iron because my Dr. Mercola doesn't sell iron. I don't know why he doesn't, but he doesn't. So I just get the Simple Truth iron pills. I take vitamin B complex. This is for energy and to help stable my nerves, because I do have, I have a lot of neuropathy and I have fatigue really bad. And I really eat a crappy diet. I'll just be honest with you, I do. Then I take 2 of these every day in the morning. I take 1 of these every day. I take 1 of these every day. I take 2 of these every day. This is the keto krill oil with choline and serine phospholipids. I'm hoping I pronounced that right. This is for all kinds of healthy stuff. Krill oil, everybody knows what krill oil does. I'm not going to go into that. This is my multivitamin. Glance over, still once over on, I don't know how well that's going to focus, and I don't know how much you even really care, but I'm sure it's all on the Mercola website. So that's what I take. This is Eddie's multivitamin plus minerals. And he gets all of this stuff and all of this stuff. So that's our morning sweet. Well, that's twice a day. So that's just for the morning. And then twice a day, I do the keto, 1 in the morning, 1 at night. This is my Cymbalta. This is my antidepressant, which also is supposed to help with the nerve problems in my feet. I'm on the lowest dosage possible, and I do see a difference. Before I was on this, I had this overwhelming sense of hopelessness. I just felt like everything I tried to do, I failed at. I felt like I couldn't do anything right. Here I was 50 years old, and I had not accomplished any of my dreams in life. I just wasn't a success. And I just felt like one big failure. And there was nothing I could do to improve my situation. I got my degree, or I had gotten my degree. That went nowhere. Then I got cancer, and that put an end to my career. And then I tried to get SSDI, which is an insurance program that I paid into during my working years. But when I need it, they tell me that I don't qualify because I have a degree and I can be retrained. And I am going to talk about SSDI at another time. But anyhow, that was the source of my depression. And even though I have a wonderful support network, I have a wonderful husband, I have a wonderful daughter. My mom was alive at the time. She passed away in January. And she was 85 years old. So she lived a good life, and I don't really feel depressed over that. I just have a different belief about the afterlife than normal people do. So, and of course I'm grieving over it, but I'm not, I don't feel like I'm depression worthy of it. Anyhow, that's way too much information for today. I take elderberry to help with, help fight off COVID and whatever else. I know this is misinformation to say this, and I hope I don't get deplatformed for saying I take elderberry, but I take elderberry, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I don't really care. Liver support, because because the chemo has really done a lot of damage to my liver, and I do enjoy alcohol probably more than the average person. So I take liver support twice a day. Take vitamin C twice a day. Take fermented turmeric. This is my curcumin. This is a natural anti-inflammatory. This does make a big difference. If I don't take my turmeric twice a day, I definitely feel stiffer and a lot more pain in my joint. So this does make a difference for sure, I can tell. And this is my magnesium, which I take 3 a day, 1 in the morning and 2 at night. This is to help. I cramp really bad. I have my feet and my hands just cramp like crazy. And so do my calves and my boobs. My right breast gets cramps. That's the one that I had the mastectomy on, and it cramps up if I get in a certain position. So I take magnesium I don't know if that actually helps or not, but I take it. I don't really care. I just kind of have a fuck it all attitude about a lot of things. So this is my cancer medication. I'll be on this for the next, I think I'm down 2 years. So I have 8 more years of letrozole to take. This is to help fight cancer, keep it from coming back. This is Eddie's Zyrtec. My husband Eddie has really bad allergies, so he takes his Zyrtec once a day at night. Also at night, this is my night sweep. So I take one of these. These are all 1 in the morning, 1 at night, and then these are just at night. So we take enzymes to help digest food. We take probiotics for gut health. Spore Restore, because it helps the probiotics. It helps the probiotics do something in the gut. I don't know. Eddie bought it. This is ubiquinol. This is the CoQ10. This makes a huge difference. And if I run out of this, I will feel a difference. So all the others I don't really care about, but ubiquinol and the turmeric are definitely noticeable if I go without. And then this is my calcium with vitamins D3 and K2. And I probably need to up my K and up my vitamin C. Vitamin A and vitamin K, because I have really dry eye and I have really bad bags under my eyes. So, which I was showing you earlier. And I think, I don't know, I should probably run all of this by my healthcare provider. I just haven't, because if they tell me not to take it, I'm still going to take it. And I just really don't care. I have a fuck it all attitude about life and death, and I'm here I'm here while I can, and I'm just a human experiment. That's how I feel, and I'm just being honest with y'all. So those are my supplements. So now we've moved on to the workout portion of today's healthy day, celebrating the 3-year anniversary of my cancer diagnosis. And I do want to confess that in between the time of my last video and this video, I did chill out and watch a Netflix show about an allegedly possessed woman in New Zealand, and I also scarfed down a piece of cheesecake and 4 pieces of French bread with butter. Now, back to my regularly scheduled healthy day, and I have a full water bottle full of cold filtered tap water. That's what it is, from my Brita pitcher. And now I am going to do a workout routine that my friend Lauren with New Heights Fitness taught me. But keep in mind that Lauren is not here to spot me, and she taught me this a year and a half ago, and I'm working off of memory. So I could be doing this totally wrong, but I don't care because it feels good, and I really just don't care about anything anymore. So let's get this workout started. Take around 30 seconds, blah, blah, blah. So okay, now my knees are killing me, so I'm going to move on. And now I got to do my leg exercises that I learned from my physical therapist. Water. Wall plank. Whoop, 30. I am done, baby. Now I'm going to hit the shower, and I guarantee you I am not going to record that. I want to give a shout out to the Brooks Aerial cross trainers. These are the only shoes I can wear with my gimpy feet. They were recommended to me by my physical therapist, and the men's version is called the Brooks Beast. The women's version is the Ariel, not like the font Ariel, but like the mermaid Ariel from Little Mermaid. So I just want to give a shout out if you have severe pronation like I do. Brooks Ariel, those are the shoes to get. So I am out of the shower now, and I'm having a hot flash. So I need to pour myself something cool to drink. So let me show you my beverage of choice for a summer afternoon during menopause. I call this drink, I don't know, I don't really have a name for it, but I just want to show off my Tommy Knocker pint glass. This is from Tommy Knocker Brewery in Idaho Springs, Colorado. And I wanted to give a name to the little guy here, but I didn't want it to be Tommy because that would be too obvious. So I decided to call him Roger. And if anyone understands where I got the name Roger, you get bonus points. Please comment below. Moving on, this is my cool drink for menopausal women. And I know, I can hear it now. Dietitians and doctors are going to say, you shouldn't drink alcohol. Well, I don't care. I'm going to have my drink. So it starts with Evan Williams Bourbon. Oops, that's a little strong. I don't normally pour it that much, but I'm holding the gimbal. So, because the stupid tripod stand didn't work right. So anyhow, I'm going to be nice and loaded this afternoon. It's a good thing I'm not working. So anyhow, Evan Williams Bourbon. It has to be the Simple Truth Tart Cherry Juice. And I add sugar to this. Don't tell my dietitian I said that. Yeah, I add sugar to it because it's a little too tart, but it's still better than soda or pop. Excuse me, I'm in Indiana now. It's called pop. So add about that much. And then I top it off with soda water. And this is just from my soda stream. And then crap, I didn't get my spoon out. My spoon, this is my good spoon. It's a good long teaspoon. Give it a good mix. Plunge down the ice cubes. And that's a nice cool drink on a summer day for women with menopause. And this little guy's name is Roger. Because if I named him Tommy the Tommy Knocker, that would just be weird. So his name is Roger. And he's from Cornwall, England. His hobbies include mining for tin, eating pasties, and playing pinball. I also have I'm going to disrupt my carefully strategized place. Also have my little fan, but it's not within reach of my makeup area, so I have to stretch back and forth. So as soon as I stop sweating, I can put my makeup on. Now the first thing I do is I use MAC Prep and Prime. I love this stuff. Now I'm kind of on a clean beauty kick, or at least I was until I discovered Dr. Dray a couple weeks ago. And so being a cancer patient, I watched that Netflix documentary about the pink ribbon, whatever it's called, about how all these different bogus marketing campaigns targeted to make you feel good about breast cancer. But in reality, all these companies are contributing to breast cancer. So when I got my stimulus check a couple months ago, the first thing I did was spend $300 on clean beauty products. Then a week or two ago, I discovered Dr. Dray, and she completely blew away the clean beauty industry. And I actually had heard some other things from other YouTubers, but they weren't dermatologists. So I just said, they sound convincing, but until they have some sort of credentials, I'm not going to put faith in some 20-year-old kid with no credentials. So I have been following Dr. Dray. A lot of the products that I use are not Dr. Dray approved. Oh, and I'm not talking about the rapper Dr. Dray, D-R-E. I'm talking about a skinny white chick in Texas named Andrea Dray, who's a dermatologist. So I bought this years ago. I love this. This really makes my face look, it really makes it look, it gives it the nice finish that I want. So I put this on before and after I do my makeup. And it's really refreshing. It's made with water, obviously. Where's the English? I don't know. I can't find the English here, and I don't have my glasses on, but whatever. It's made with water and coconut water and some chemicals that are probably not Dr. Dray approved, but I don't care. So the next thing I do is let that wait for a little bit. Do some more cooling off. And then I put on my, what is this? Smashbox Photo Finish Reduce Redness. Because I do have redness. I have a permanent, can you see this? I have a permanent sunburn on my neck. I got it in 2010. I was at this music festival. I was wearing a tank top and I got this really horrible sunburn and it's never gone away. So I use a little bit of photo finish. This is almost empty. I need another drink. And I also have some redness in my cheeks and around my lips. And I do my whole face because it's supposed to be a primer, even though the Prep and Prime is also a primer, but whatever, I don't care. And I have to blow my nose. Okay. So now, I know the trend is to do eyes first and then the rest of the face, but that messes me up really bad. So I do concealer first, and this is where I just went nuts. So I started watching YouTube makeup tutorials several months ago, and I stumbled across some that had really, well, of course, the way the algorithms work, it's whoever has the most watch hours or subscribers or whatever, they come up in your feed first when you do a search for makeup tutorials. So I got this woman, I was searching a makeup tutorial for women over 50. So I get this one woman and she just loves, I love this product. I love this product. And she had all these different links to her. She has her own store on Amazon where she sells stuff as a third-party seller. And so I bought some stuff based on her recommendation, and it's crap. It's total crap. I don't like it at all. So it really made me skeptical of YouTubers, but I kept watching just in case I stumbled across something. And then I also, when I had gone into Ulta, somebody had recommended this It Cosmetics. I can't see anything because I don't have my glasses on. This full coverage anti-aging waterproof concealer. This stuff is crap. Save your money. Don't buy this. It is totally cakey. It's super pasty. It looks crappy. So don't buy this. This is the stuff that one lady recommended, the e.l.f. hydrating, and it's okay. I'm not in love with it. I have really bad dark circles under my eyes. Can you see those? They're really bad. And this stuff it just doesn't cover them. And they still have the crepey thing where they look kind of like crepe paper. And then I saw a clean beauty channel who recommended this stuff, and the label is coming off. But it's Hint Beauty. And this is supposed to be clean beauty. And this is supposed to be a color corrector and a concealer. Now, I watched another YouTube video about makeup for women over 50, and especially with dark circles. And it was Nikol Johnson. She's another person I follow, and I do love her advice. I really do. She was saying that you need to put this orange cream on and then put your concealer on. So you need to color correct with the orange, then add your concealer. Well, I'm not spending that much money. I'm really not. So as much as I bitch and moan about my dark circles, and I'm sure someday I am going to break down and buy her orange color corrector. I know I'm going to buy it in the near future. But for right now, I don't have it. I spent a pretty penny on this hint shit, so I'm going to use the hint. But I'm not happy with it. It doesn't get rid of the dark circles, and it still comes out creepy. I hate having the cakey look, and I have no idea where I'm looking. I don't have my glasses on, so I really can't see a damn thing. And sometimes I use my finger, and sometimes I spent money on this brush because the same woman who recommended the hint recommended using a brush. So I bought the brush, and this is a concealer brush. And so I am going to go in with this. It's closer. And you can see how close I am to my mirror. That's why I call my makeup, if I ever do makeup tutorials, I'm going to call it Mrs. Magoo and Makeup 2. In fact, I'm going to lower this so you can see me. That's better. Okay, so let's try this again. I'm going in with my concealer brush and my concealer, and I'm going to, I have to get really close to the mirror because I can't see shit. Can you guys actually see me? Lay this down. I'm still learning this shit. So I have to get in really close to my mirror, and that's why I call my makeup segment Mrs. Magoo and Makeup 2. Oh my God, this is like super cakey. Oh my God, this is horrible. I'm not happy with this at all. And then another thing that the beauty industry loves to do is they love to sell you billions of products. So there's eyeshadow primer, there's concealer. So color corrector, concealer, eyeshadow primer, and then of course eyeshadow, eyeliner, mascara, I don't even know, and oh, highlighter, glitter, which Dr. Dray is really down on glitter. Just all kinds of stuff. I first thought of doing makeup tutorials because I was really into this, auto-populated in my Facebook feed one time, and I've been hooked ever since. Bailey Sarian, I think I'm pronouncing her name right. She does these things called makeup and murder, makeup and mystery and stuff like that. And they're just hilarious. And I love to watch her put her makeup on, even though I am never, ever in a million years going to wear as much makeup as she does. But she's very entertaining. And I love to watch her put on her makeup. Very entertaining. So again, her name is Bailey Sarian. And if I can figure out how to post links in YouTube, I will post a link to her channel. I'll also post a link to Dr. Dray's channel and to Nikol Johnson so that you can figure out who all these people are. And I am not going to post links to people I talk trash about. In fact, I'm not even going to mention their names. So I have a few little blemishes. That's good enough for now because I'm going to blend it all in. But can you see how thick it is? I don't like it this thick. I want it to look more natural, which this doesn't do. So one product I do have, excuse me while I get another drink. Say hello to Roger. One product from Dr. Dray that I do have and I absolutely love. It is my favorite. I use it as a foundation. It's the Roche Posay Tinted Sunscreen. Is that coming into focus at all? This stuff is amazing. I love it. It's SPF 50. It's a mineral sunscreen. And it's way better. I've spent all this. I bought this Clinique. You see this? This is Clean Beauty, and it's supposed to be radiant, and it's supposed to be good. It's way it's way too light of a color for me. But even then, it comes up looking cakey. And other stuff, I used to love that the labels weren't off of this. This is old. This shit's old. I should throw this out. Oops, sorry. This is the It Cosmetics CC Cream in medium. When I had rosacea, this was the only foundation I could use. It was fabulous. But now that I don't have rosacea anymore, it just looks cakey. It looks awful. It doesn't look good on me at all. And in fact, I'm going to just throw this away right now. Except my trash is way over there. Because it's old. And then I tried this straight up medium from Almay. This stuff is hilarious. It comes out white. And then you just put it on. Oh, I'll just go with it. No, I'm not going to go with it. So you put it on and then you blend it in and it adapts to the color of your skin. And it sounds really cool, except, and it's SPF 15. So this is SPF 15. Now, one bone I want to pick with Dr. Dray is that she keeps saying how much sunscreen you need. Well, I remember back in the 80s when SPF 15 was like the highest dosage you could get. And I don't like putting lots of stuff on my face. So I'm not going to put a whole bunch of stuff on my face. But anyhow, this stuff irritates my skin. So I don't use this anymore. That's another thing going in the trash. But I love my La Roche-Posay. And this is something that both Nikol Johnson and Dr. Dray approve. So, but this is expensive. This is like 30 bucks. But it's good. It's way good. I love it. And I am eventually going to finish the Clinique because I don't hate it that bad. Can y'all see me? I had shot this video the other day on actual April 9th. Today is April 13th, the day that I'm going to upload it to YouTube. And when I was going back to do edits, I'm like, I had my head like up here and you couldn't see me. So I'm like, I'm going to reshoot the makeup segment. So hopefully today you can see me. And this is me just using tinted sunscreen. And I probably should have put it on before I put the concealer on, but I'm still old school. Now, I don't go outside a lot, and even though Dr. Dray says that you should wear sunscreen indoors because UV rays can filter through the window and you can get damage from light bulbs, I am totally photophobic, and I spend most of the day in the dark, so I don't wear a lot of sunscreen. But I am going to put it on my face and my décolleté and neck. So now we're moving on to powder. Excuse me, I need some wind. Moving on to powder. I bought this stuff. This is the Revlon Candid. This is shit. Don't buy this. I bought this because it says anti-pollution setting powder. Photo ready. This stuff dries my skin out like hell. It is really bad. I don't like it at all. So yeah, that's going to get thrown away too. What I do like is the stuff that I bought. This is Graftobian. This stuff I bought from a website that promoted photo ready cosmetics. I forgot what it's called. So I bought this because when I was doing my photo shoot for my author photos, the photographer, Christine Logan, she was saying that she requires all of her customers, this light is getting really hot. She requires all of her customers to get their makeup done by one of her approved makeup artists because they use products that aren't going to mess up the camera. Because the camera, if you use mica and some other products in your makeup, it can do weird things with the lighting and the lens. And so if I'm going to wear now this stuff, this does have titanium dioxide, which is a sunscreen. So I do have that. But this stuff is photo friendly. So I'm going to just do that for a little bit. It's really messy though. So I have this big brush. It's from It Cosmetics. Got it at Ulta. And I just lightly tap it. And it's still going to make a mess. I'm going to get powder everywhere. And then I just do my face. And my neck and my décolleté. And I don't normally wear earbuds, but I don't have a boom mic yet. I'm a poor girl. I spent all of my stimmy money on makeup. Well, I didn't spend all $1,500 on makeup. I spent $300 on makeup. And then the rest went for a new Mac computer because my Dell was acting all weird. Although I haven't yet hooked up my Mac yet. I need to do that. Maybe this weekend. Okay, so I just kind of tap it in and I press it in. Y'all are going to have to tell me if I look good or not. I can't actually see myself. So do I look okay? Okay. So done with the powder. Now on to the blush. And I'm really dying. This light is really hot. So if any R&D, I don't even know who made this. What company is this? I don't know. Whoever makes these lights, make them so that they don't get so hot. Because when women are going through menopause, these things are murder. They're really dangerous. I gotta go air myself off again. Okay, I'm back. So I have a big fluffy brush. And I have, this stuff is old. Dr. Dray would kill me for knowing how old my makeup is, but I don't wear it every day. And so I'm not gonna just throw it away after 3 months. That's ridiculous. So this is Star Bronzer Natural Glow in 05 Golden. This is from, what is this, Estee Lauder? What logo is that? Is that Estee Lauder? I think so. Anyhow, I got it at Macy's here in Fort Wayne, like 3 years ago. So what I do with my bronzer is I just go for the crevice and I do circular motions. That's what Nikol Johnson taught me, circular motions. Where I just want to look like I have some natural glow. And then I don't do my forehead because I think that looks, it makes me look dorky. But what I do is I do the job of the hip pose. And then I put it down here in the hopes that it will contour out my double chin. I don't know if that actually works. I just do it for the hell of it. And then I have my Tarte blush in Dazzled. So this is blush. And again, per Nikol Johnson, I just swirl it a little bit, tap it. I'm not as coordinated as she is. Smile. And circular motions from the apples of my cheeks upward. Just to give it a little extra depth. Oh my God, I'm done. This light is so fucking hot. Oops, excuse me. Hope my mom isn't listening. She'd be so mad at me for cussing, but I'm really hot. I had an air out. Oh my God, I'm dying. I need a longer cord. This thing is hooked up. It's got a USB connector, so it hooks to my computer, and my computer's over there. But I need air over here, and I thought I had the overhead. I thought I had the ceiling fan on. It's not. That's a little better. Where was I? Oh, eyes. I'm gonna do everything backwards of what normal people do, and I'm gonna line my eyes first. I know normal people do it last, but whenever I do it, and I'm sure this is just a user error, but I always end up with eyeshadow all over my eyeliner and not on my eye. This stuff is shit. Don't buy this. I bought this because it was labeled as one of Ulta's clean beauty products, and it leaks like hell. It's the pure eyeliner. This stuff bleeds really bad, and I don't like it at all. And I end up looking like a panda at the end of the day. But I wear it because I paid for it, so I'm going to use it. I'm going to do the Nikol Johnson technique, where you just go at the as close, and I have to get really close. In fact, I have to turn this. Oh, it's too hot to turn. Damn, this thing is hot. Who the hell made this mirror? It's hella hot. So I get as close to the lash line as I can, but I'm totally Mrs. Magoo, so I can't see anything. And then I just go, do you see that? Down into my lash line, as close to the lash line as possible. And then just a little way down, just a little, not much. And then just up a little bit to give it that almond shape. See? And then on the other eye. Now the problem with this technique, and I don't know, it's probably just me because I never see Nikol do it, but I get it accidentally on my lower lash or my lower waterline. You see that? So I gotta learn how to not do that. I blame it on being Mrs. Magoo, but I'm sure it just takes practice. I'm gonna call it good enough. Okay. Those are my eyes so far. So now I love this stuff. So this again, this is Bareminerals, and I think I ordered this from Ulta. I'm pretty sure I got this from Ulta. It's Bareminerals. I think it's clean beauty. I don't know. But I got it because I like the colors. I wanted to, should clean this off first. See the colors? I like these. I needed a matte, just a matte color. So I'm taking my big brush and I'm using this first one right here. It's Mystic. I'm a mystic kind of person. At least I pretend to be on TV, on Facebook. Oh, speaking of mystics, since I'm doing nothing, I might as well talk. So these are my books up here. I don't know if you can see my books from Out of Cellars and Zinfandel's Grimoire. So they're about a haunted winery. It's fiction. It's fiction. It's just fiction, folks. But it's about a haunted winery in California. The city is called Rivervine. But it's a made-up city. It's a totally fictional city. But it was inspired by Amador County, California, where I lived for 12 years. It's really cool. Amador County has some awesome wineries. And they're especially known for their Zinfandel, which is the name of the ghost in my book. So these two books are both related. Fermata Cellars is book 1 of the Rivervine trilogy, and Zinfandel's Grimoire is book 2. And then one of these days I'm going to finish book 3, which is Commodities Unveiled. So commodities are It's the Dachshund word for peasant. And that's what the people of Old Town Rivervine call their little community. It's a community of small local businesses, and they all patronize each other. And the anchor of the Old Town district is the winery that is haunted. And Zinfandel is sort of like the sentry of Old Town Rivervine. And the commodities all belong to this group of mystics. They're sort of like druids, but a little different. But it is heavily based on ADF Druidry, and ADF stands for a Druid Fellowship, and which is the anglicized version. The Gaelic word is like Androchfine or something like that. I'm totally butchered that. But anyhow, commodities are mystics. And now I'm moving on to the crease. Oh, I gotta talk about these brushes for a second. So this brush is really old. I think I bought this from my daughter when she sold Mary Kay, and it hurts my skin. So when I bought this powder, I also bought some brushes, and one of them was this brush, which I needed to compensate for this brush. The problem with this brush, which was really expensive, and it's made with squirrel hair. That's kind of gross, but I guess not. It's really soft, so it feels good, but it's whack for usage. I mean, look at that. There's no control. So you really need some kind of point like that. So I'm back to using the old brush, and I'm pretty sure this is made with petroleum plastic, something like that. So anyhow, for my contour, I'm going to use this native color right here. That's my contour. So native, getting back to Rivervine. So Amador County is in Miwok territory. So the Miwoks, even though the Miwoks play heavily into the storyline because they're the indigenous people of Amador County. Also have some Romanian. So the commodities originally in my storyline, they were Romanian refugees who stumbled upon a band of Miwok Indians I shouldn't call them Indian, band of Miwok people who had been outcast from the regular tribe. And so they accepted the Romanian refugees, and they ended up forming a little community. And then 150 years later, we get the modern day commodities. So what I'm doing is I'm just doing, going up here, and I'm doing brushing here at the corner, but not getting directly on the lid itself. And then I'm just coming down and doing a little light sweep down there. Oh my God, I got an itch in my eye. And then, of course, since I'm blind, practically, I'm Mrs. Magoo, I have no idea if my makeup is even or not. Might not be. Then I take this brush. This is another It Cosmetics brush. And I take the Believer, this color right here. I can't say that word and not start singing the monkey song. Actually, it's a Neil Diamond song. But Neil Diamond wrote it, but the monkeys. I heard it, the monkeys version first. I know Neil Diamond did it. He did a cover of his own song. I made it funny. So those are my eyes. And then I'm just going to do a pop of color. And this is, again, Clean Beauty, but it's BH Cosmetics Blueberry Muffin palette. And I'm going to go in, there's this color called Cheat Day. And that was the color when I was in high school. That was my favorite color. It looked so good with my brown eyes. And I wore it every day. It was made by Mac. It was called Grapevine. It was made by Max Factor. And then they discontinued it, just like Revlon discontinued their Garnet Lame lipstick that was my favorite. And I haven't seen this color since until I saw this palette. So the whole reason I bought this palette was for this one color. And then I went to put it on my lid and I'm like, oh my God, I can't wear that all over my lid anymore because I look ridiculous. So what I do is I just do a little pop of color. I just take my little eyeliner. Can you see this? Am I doing this? I can't see anything. And I just go, choo, choo, choo. Can you see this? Choo, 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 choo. And if you don't sing do, 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 then you're not doing it right. And then I just do it in the, like, first quarter and then up. So that I have just a little pop of color. So it's almost like a V and then up. See? Little pop of color. And it looks really good against the brown of my eye. See? I like that. So already my face is bleeding. And I know the whole reason women do their makeup, well, people, do their eyeshadow first is because you're going to get fallout. And then you don't want to have this fabulous face with makeup fallout. But I just put a little extra. I don't really have fallout, I don't think. Can you see fallout? I don't see fallout, but like, is it bleeding already? I already have bleeding, so I don't like bleeding. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of do. That's what this, so this concealer, this e.l.f. concealer, I have it in light beige. It is good for doing this. I wouldn't use it for my main concealer because it doesn't do a good job concealing. I'm not happy with it. But it's good enough for the second wave of concealing. And I'm just really, I'm sensitive about the dark circles under my eyes. Okay, so now at this point, I'm going to do another spray of the Fixed. And I get the coconut just because I like the smell of coconut, but I'm sure it's just a fake fragrance and Dr. Dray wouldn't approve. But I originally got hooked on this, which is the regular scent, and it is fabulous. But this is what sets the face. It gives it this really nice finish that I love. Oh my God, I sound like the YouTuber I can't stand. I love it. But it's just a really nice finish and it makes it last longer. Now, since my face is wet and I don't want to put mascara on with my wet face, and I'm not going to put my mascara on first and then do this because my mascara will run. So while this is drying, I'm going to be combing my eyebrows. Now, I don't use an eyebrow pencil. I don't put eye color on or eyebrow color on. I don't like that look for me. It's just not my thing. These are my eyebrows. Oh, so my eyebrows grew back. When I went through chemo, I didn't have eyebrows. I'm like, son of a gun. It's still bleeding. My makeup, that is, not my skin. Stupid thing. So anyhow, I'm really proud of my eyebrows. I've only waxed them twice since chemotherapy. So I just brush them. I brush up. Nice clean eyebrows. Okay, so now that I've aired my face, it's for sure dry enough to do my mascara. This is another piece of shit product that's Clean Beauty. but it bleeds like crazy. And I will never buy this again. This is Burt's Bees Nourishing Mascara in Classic Black. And I always, so what I do with mascara is I roll it upside down like that. I never shake it. I never pump it. I roll it. And then when I pull it out slowly, and then I check for clumps, and if I have any clumps, which I don't today, but I would normally just scrape them like that. Can you see that? Now, one thing I learned from a friend of mine who sells Mary Kay is when you're doing your lashes, your bottom lashes, you hold it like up, and you hold it, what is this, vertical? And you do your lower lashes first. And you got to do mascara face. You got to go, because that's what you do when you put on mascara or eyeliner. You do that. And you do your bottom lashes first so they can be drying. I still make a mess. See? And then you go up. So mascara is quite the controversial subject. Dr. Dray wears mascara. It's one of the few makeups she does wear. But she wears the lash lengthening mascara, which I can't wear because I wear glasses. So I have to get the volumizing mascara. And I don't think she's done a video on that. So I need volumizing mascara. I need waterproof mascara because my eyes water like crazy. And I need sensitive eye mascara because my eyes itch like crazy. So I need that. And I don't think Dr. Dray has a video on those. So if anybody has mascara recommendations for mascara that doesn't make a mess, that won't bleed and make you look like a raccoon at the end of the day, and won't itch your eyes, and it doesn't bonk against your glasses, leave a comment below with a recommendation. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the comb side of this, and I'm going to comb my lashes, top and bottom. I do not like clumpy mascara. It bugs me. Now, if you like to have clumpy mascara, I heard somebody say that the tarantula look is in style now. I haven't noticed. If that's your jam, go for it. I don't really care what other people do. You do the look that you want to look like. I really don't care how other people do their makeup. I only care about how I do my makeup. I do makeup that makes me feel good. My self-esteem improves, I know. And now I'm all on to lipstick. My favorite lipstick at the moment, I have a whole bunch of lipsticks, but my favorite one at the moment is this Bareminerals in I have this upside down. Mantra. And it's a really pretty, it's a neutral color, but it's just pink enough to add a little pop of color on my face, but it's not so bold that you think, oh wow, she's wearing lipstick. And I should probably use a lip liner, but I don't. I've just never been into lip liners. And especially with masks during the pandemic, there just hasn't been a need to buy lip liners or lipstick. So, okay, so my hair is done. And this is as good as it's going to get because my hair always falls. But speaking of hair, I do want to give a shout out to my stylist friend, Terry Collinsworth. She is a fellow breast cancer survivor. I met her When I was going through chemo, she was a volunteer at the cancer center. And when it came time for my hair to grow back, she is the one that I went to get my hair cut. And I've been going to her a couple times a year ever since. She's fabulous. She is located inside Jeffrey Benjamin Hair, inside the Landing in Fort Wayne. And she uses Evo products, which are, they're not Dr. Dray approved, but they are clean beauty, and they are in the clean beauty spectrum, and they work well on my hair. I'm happy with them. They smell good. They do have fragrance in them, and they do have menthol, with peppermint oil, which is what makes them smell so good. And that's what Dr. Dray doesn't like, but whatever, I like it. It smells good. It makes me feel good. It works as well on I have very fine hair. It doesn't hold a style, so I'm happy to get what I do have. And I just wanted to share with you the products that she recommended for me, and I think they work well on my hair. So if you have fine hair and you don't mind some fragrance in your shampoo, then I recommend Normal Person's shampoo. This is daily shampoo, and it's just shampoo. You don't need to know how to use that. And conditioner, Normal Person's conditioner, comes with a little pump, which is handy. I do shampoo my hair every day. I know a lot of people don't, but I do. And then because my hair is so fine, I use Whip It Good mousse, and I do think this is as much volume as my hair is going to get. So I'm happy with this. And then my hairspray, I'm surprised it's actually stayed as long as it has. It's been a good 10 minutes since I sprayed it. So this is Miss Malleable hairspray. So I'm happy with these ingredients. Again, Terry Collinsworth inside Jeffrey Benjamin Hair in the Landing in downtown Fort Wayne. Check them out. The other person I want to give a shout out to is Nedra Russ. Oh my God, I can't believe I spaced on her name. I think it's Russ. Also known as the Harmonica Lady, and she made this pink ribbon necklace that I love, and I'm embarrassed that it's tarnished over the years. But when I was I have an interesting story that I have to share with you about this necklace. When I was diagnosed with cancer, a lot of my friends, I was here in Indiana. I live in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And my friends back in California, a lot of them sent me gifts. And one of them sent me this necklace that she had bought at a fundraiser that my friend Ginger organized. And it was made by my other friend, Nedra. So I just want to thank everybody who had a hand in this necklace. It's absolutely beautiful. And if you are in Amador County, please stop by and give a donation to the Amador Stars, which I don't even remember what STARS stands for, but they transport cancer patients in Amador County to treatment. And they always need money, and they always need volunteers. So please help them out if you're in town. Thank you. Okay, so this is what we are going to have for dinner. I just got back from the fresh market, and I picked up some wild caught Alaskan salmon. That was on sale. Some fresh dill. Some elephant kale, or lacinato is what they call it. A lemon. Some strawberries. Baby bella mushrooms. Sweet potato. An orange, I don't know, mandarin orange, whatever that's called. And then at the time, it was lunchtime, but now that I got home, it's almost 5. So this is going to be lunch tomorrow. I got some of the curry chicken salad and some broccoli salad from their deli, which is really good. I love this combination. So very healthy, and that's going to be our groceries. And I think that's going to be a very nice, healthy, simple dinner to celebrate 3 years of surviving breast cancer. I have to do this one-handed because the tripod isn't working right. So I squeezed half a lemon, and I'm going to add it to my butter. And I am using the Seven Sons, what is it, fed unsalted butter. So I am going to mix the butter and the lemon juice, and then I am going to paint it onto salmon. And I'm just going to be really generous with it because I made so much. I got this. This is the wild caught Alaskan salmon from Fresh Market on Jefferson Boulevard in Fort Wayne. All right, so there's that. Then I'm going to take, I chopped up some garlic. So I am going to sprinkle that over the garlic. I'm going to sprinkle the garlic over the salmon. That's what I meant to say. Make sure I don't drop it, because if you've ever burnt garlic, you know how bad it smells. All right, then I'm just going to add some salt and pepper, and I'm going to bake it in a 375 oven for 12 minutes. So the salmon has just come out of the oven, and I am going to sprinkle it with some fresh dill. All I did with the sweet potato was wash it, poke some holes in it with a fork, rub it with some butter, and wrap it in tinfoil and put it in the oven at 400 for 1 hour. Okay, this is our salad. I have torn up the kale, and I've added some red onion, mushrooms, strawberries, and cucumber that I had left over from Eddie's birthday. I'm just going to shave some fresh Parmesan on top. And pour some of the cilantro avocado yogurt dressing on top, just a little bit. And of course, we're going to pair tonight's meal with rosé apple strongbow hard cider. Yeah, and that's happening in just a few minutes. So this is our dinner. We split the salmon. We each got a quarter of a sweet potato, and then half the plate is made up of kale salad. So that's Eddie's, and this is mine. Asante. Here is to 3 years of our cancer journey together. This is my husband Eddie, and my biggest supporter. And this is there's no graceful way to do this. Okay, anyhow, Asante. Thank you so much for being part of the 3-year anniversary of my cancer journey. If you'd like to learn more about me, my name is Gwen Elise Clayton. You can find my website at gwenclaytonwrites.com. You can find my books on Amazon. I currently have 3 out. There's Fermata Cellars, Zinfandel's Grimoire, and Purr, a story of love, lions, and a Hebrew named Daniel. And if you would like to support my writing journey, please find me on Patreon at patreon.com/Rivervine.